of the Harbor Freight foldable trailer rehab. So we got the trailer, actually only spent $120 on it. Can't beat that. That was crazy. Folds great. The tires were okay. Luckily I had some spare tires that were brand new. So I put one of them on to move it. That one over there. I'm gonna put this one on here today, and we'll use those as spares. We're gonna go around. We're gonna knock all the loose rust off. Trailer tape down the side. So all in all, when it's done, it's gonna look great. Talk about safety for a moment. A lot of times we rush, we want to just jump into whatever we're doing, and we don't take into account the things that we have to do to protect ourselves. One thing, I'm grinding, you got to protect your lungs. You may think, oh, I can handle it, but you know, a few years, few months, or heck, one time of breathing the wrong thing will ruin your lungs. Eyes. Many people lose eyes from things jumping off a paint fleck or anything going into your eyes. Let's be smart. Take your time. Don't be too cool to wear protection. As you can see, my goal was not to knock the whole trailer back down to bare metal or anything like that. My goal there was to take off any loose paint, any thing that wasn't just little light surface rust, and then we will wipe it down, and we're going to spray the rust reformer primer on it. While this primer is drying, we're going to go ahead and get this tire changed, because I'm painting the tires black too. That was easy enough. Pull that off and use it as a spare. Here's the great condition one. I think I'm gonna take this bearing buddy off and take a look in there. All right, so we're gonna just knock it around gently just to break that seat. The goal is not to put dents in it, it's just to break it loose. All right, so let's see what we got in there. You know, it doesn't look too bad, but it doesn't look too good either. So I put a little bit of grease in there the other day, just when I bought it, just to make sure it had some, but actually that was nothing, and it could have been way more grease in here. So I think let's, while this is drying, let's repack these bearings. Step one, let's get out this cotter pin. Think that should do it. All right, we got that one out. Set that to the side. These usually aren't extremely tight because they have the cotter pin. So one thing you don't want in here is you don't want moisture. You don't want dirt and grease and things like that. So that's why I brought new towels, shop towels, to lay everything on, keep everything nice and clean before we put our fresh grease in there. Take this castle nut off, set that to the side because we're going to clean it. There we go. So this is the whole hub that comes out off of this. So we don't want to drop it. We'll sit that there for a moment. That seal looks fine. Yeah, we're gonna clean this whole hub out. The back seal, grease bearing carb cleaner on that. Get the hub stud cleaned off and wiped off. The surface that it rolls on looks good. Okay. So now we are going to clean this bearing. Pack grease in it everywhere. Push it into the cracks and crevices and set back up on there. Careful not to damage the inside. One. We will shoot some grease back there. We do that so that we can make sure it's grease behind everything, and so that when we put it back in, everything sits right. Actually, I want more grease than that. Pack that entire hub with that. Put that bearing back in. Actually, that's right. There was only one washer. I thought it was a second washer, but it was really just the front of the bearing. Let's get this castle nut put back on. Remember, the castle nut's job is not to, go crazy on tightening. Castle nut's job is just to keep the bearing on. So usually what we do is we go tight and then we try to move everything. Some people say tighten it up till it doesn't want to move, and then loosen it back up one notch. So that's good there. I'll clean off this cotter pin. Put that back through. Tabs back to the side. Now in some applications, that's it. People put the dust cap back on and go. I'll finish filling this up a little later, but for now we'll show you how to put that back on. Remember, the goal is not to dent this, it's just to seal it on there. So a little there, and keep on going until it's snug and flat. You can get bearing buddies for your trailer on Amazon for about 30 bucks. I recommend anybody with a trailer have bearing buddies. It'll keep you from being on the side of the road because your bearing blew out, because it didn't have grease, and it's just something you don't want to have to deal with if you don't have to.